Now, before all you soy boy cucks get your panties in a bunch and you get triggered like a feminist having to go to World War III, let me say one thing. How many songs, video games, movies, fragrances copy off of each other? Hell, look at, even I was copied off of in this community. Where are my royalties? How come no one gives a fuck? You're welcome. You know who you are. Anyways, this is a fragrance from the house of Dua. And I'm a fan of Dua fragrances. They're a lot more accessible in my price range. And normally they have better performance because they really have that fucking longevity factor that most higher end niche fragrances don't seem to pull off. You know, you pay all this money for a Tom Ford and Neroli Portofino. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love Neroli Portofino. But to have it gone in 2 hours is fucking ridiculous. It's unacceptable. Now, this fragrance explains itself. It writes its own jokes. This is made after Lost Cherry. It's called Popped Cherry. It is a extract parfum. It came out in 2018. Now, this is probably better off for women, but I don't know many fragrances that have a cherry note in it. I know my Pure Havane has a cherry, but this is literally like sticking your dick in Shirley Temple. I ain't talking about little Shirley Temple, and I'm not talking about current Shirley Temple. That bitch is fucking dead, you know? It's fucking necrophilia. But I'm talking about a drink, the Shirley Temple drink. The opening literally smells like you poured cherry juice all over your cock. It is fucking fantastic. If I was Dua, I would have had 2 lips, you know, a bitch with thick-ass DSLs. That stands for dick-sucking lips, in case you don't know. And she's tying a cherry stem with her teeth, or with her tongue. Or even a cherry in her mouth. The juice is running down. You know, Tom Ford usually goes pretty sexual in his advertisements, which I love. But with Dua, on the other hand, it's a cute little bottle. You could shove this up your ass for foreplay. You know, the initial impression is a very strong cherry liqueur scent. And then it dries down to a nice almond vibe, little sweetness. This is a phenomenal cold weather scent. And it's so fucking strong. Julissa has a hard time with this one. She enjoys the dry down, but the first few hours are just too much for her. Let's just say like the first half hour, because, you know, don't be a pussy, right? Anyways, this is Popped Cherry by Dua. And like I said, not everybody can afford the higher end niche fragrances or even the Tom Fords at that. So it's nice to find a middle of the road price. Granted, they all come in 30 mLs. I'd love if they were 50 mLs. You know, it'd be amazing if they were 100, but a little goes a long way. And this Popped Cherry, I mean, honestly, so many people use the expression whenever they do something new. Oh, Frank popped his cherry. No, Frank, I popped your sister's cherry when I hit her doggy style in the back of your mother's minivan, you fuck. Now that's popping a cherry. I hate when people use things out of context. Popped cherry. This is popped cherry. I wish it smelled like this when you had sex. A lot of times it smells like TGI Fridays fish smelt. No one's got time for that shit. But if this is what a popped cherry smelled like, it's time to pop cherries. At one point or another, every girl, woman, old lady pops their cherry. I mean, if you're popping a cherry when you're old, I mean, what? But you do it when you're young and sprung. And you hopefully try to find yourself someone that's hung. But when you pop the cherry, you call your boy Jerry. I don't know what it is. Trying to think of a rhyme. I love this scent. The longevity. It puts the long in longevity. It puts the long dick in daddy long dick. This shit lasts a good 8 to 12 hours on my skin. This is the type of scent I could put on before I go out at night and wake up the next morning and still have it on my body. And this does get compliments from the women. That's one thing. I would prefer a woman to wear this, but I've taken it out to quite a few bars, and the women always seem to really enjoy this. Especially in the dry down stages, when it has that sweet hint of cherry. But yeah, so this is Dua Popped Cherry. A lot of people didn't like the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I thought it smelled good, but it was just way too expensive, and of course it suffered from projection and longevity issues. Just like Neroli Portofino, you spend all this money, and you ain't getting the honeys. But with this, you can save some of that money to put towards the honeys. And then plow her like a winter snowstorm in the middle of the night. Have her howling at the moon. Werewolf of London. Maybe her coochie looks like Chewbacca. Maybe you have maybe your dick is the Force Unleashed. I don't know. I feel like a lot of you motherfuckers' dicks look like Jar Jar Binks, all confused and shit, just droopy and flaccid. But that's nor here nor there. This is Pop Cherry by Dua Fragrances. In my opinion, I'm going to hit him with it again. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. What would make this a 5? And this is crazy to say. I wish it wasn't as strong at the initial spray, because this is something I have to wear at least a half hour before coming into contact with people. Otherwise, you're going to choke someone out. I mean, this really is big dick energy fragrance right here. And for a man to wear this, I feel like a woman will turn around and be like, is that you? That smells good. Now she's popping your cherry, gargling your fucking bowls while you're calling her Shirley Temple. Doing a little on the good ship, a lollipop, I got a thick tip to make a pussy pop. You know, fuck it. I should be in the fucking Broadway shows. Could you imagine? Let's talk about the sprayer. Hey. Oof. I mean, it smells like such a... Not an artificial cherry, guys. I gotta stop doing that. I eat it every... I'm not gonna fucking breathe. This smells like a genuine, realistic cherry. And I love that. It's not artificial. It's not a synthetic cherry. It's a very natural, cherry-oriented fragrance. I mean, after all, it's called Pop Cherry. So it's a nice, delicious gourmand. Great projection, great performance, great longevity. I'm Joey Cannoli. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Movies, video games, books, songs, everything. It all kind of sounds the same at the end of the day. Everybody rips off of everyone. Same with comedy. So with that being said, be happy. Live your life. It's Thursday. If it's wing night where you live, have some wings on your boy Joey Cannoli. I'm going to stay in tonight. I might do a live stream. Depends how many likes this video gets. Be sure to comment. Like I told you, the comments are just as valuable to me as the revenue. I love reading your comments, guys. And if you haven't, if you want to fucking support your boy on Patreon, I'd appreciate it. I normally don't plug that. I'd rather plug your sister. But at the same time, everyone keeps asking, you got to monetize your channel. Can't monetize the channel, guys. It's up to you if you want to help me do that. Hit me up on Patreon, or if you want to send me fragrances, or even leave me a comment. I appreciate every last one of you for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying my videos lately, and I'm gonna end it right here. Like I said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. This is Tom Ford's impression, do a dupe, fucking inspired expression. I like the way they put it. Pop Cherry, you bitch you.